Hey everyone, and welcome to my channel. Today we're jetting off, not literally, just figuratively, to the beautiful region of southeast England. Get ready for the most charming villages, stunning coastlines, and a whole lot of history. Whether you're dreaming of exploring ancient castles, wandering through cobblestone streets, or soaking up the sunshine on picturesque beaches, southeast England has something for everyone. And trust me, I've got you covered. Consider this your ultimate guide to the top 10 must-visit places in this gorgeous corner of England. We'll be uncovering hidden gems, chatting about the best things to do, and of course, I'll sprinkle in some fun facts and personal anecdotes along the way. So grab a cuppa, get comfy, and let's get started. First stop, we're whisked away to Arundel, a town that feels straight out of a storybook. And the star of the show? Arundel Castle, of course. Walking through its grand halls and exploring its ramparts is like taking a step back in time. The gardens at Arundel are absolutely breathtaking. Imagine strolling through perfectly manicured lawns and vibrant blooms. It's the perfect place for a leisurely afternoon. And if you have extra time, wander through the charming town of Arundel. Next, we're off to one of the most famous university cities in the world, Oxford. Even if you aren't a student, or haven't been one in years, there's something so magical about wandering through the historic streets of Oxford. The architecture is absolutely stunning, with grand university buildings boasting intricate details and centuries of history. And don't even get me started on the libraries. Rows upon rows of books, cozy nooks for studying or daydreaming, and that unmistakable scent of old paper and leather. It's a bookworm's paradise. One of my favorite things to do in Oxford is to simply wander through the colleges. Each one has its own unique character and charm. Christ Church, Magdalen College, New College, they're all worth a visit. And if you're feeling a bit peckish, be sure to grab a snack at the covered market. It's a foodie's dream, with everything from fresh produce to local cheeses to sweet treats. Our next stop is fit for a king, literally. We're off to Windsor, home to the magnificent Windsor Castle. This iconic castle is one of the official residences of the royal family, and it's easy to see why. The castle itself is simply awe-inspiring. It's the largest and oldest occupied castle in the world, and it's absolutely brimming with history. You can explore the state apartments, marvel at the splendor of St. George's Chapel, and even watch the changing of the guard ceremony. But Windsor is more than just the castle. Take a stroll along the River Thames, pop into the shops on Peascod Street, or enjoy a picnic in the beautiful Windsor Great Park. And if you're feeling adventurous, you can even take a boat trip down the river to Runnymede, where the Magna Carta was sealed. How cool is that? Our next stop is Canterbury, tales of pilgrims and medieval marvels. Get ready to step back in time as we head to Canterbury, a city steeped in history and spirituality. Canterbury Cathedral is the big draw here, and trust me, it's even more impressive in person. This UNESCO World Heritage Site has been a place of pilgrimage for centuries, and its soaring arches, intricate stained glass windows, and peaceful atmosphere will leave you breathless. Take your time exploring the cathedral, and be sure to learn about its fascinating history, including the infamous murder of Thomas Becket. But Canterbury is more than just the cathedral. Wander through the cobbled streets, lined with charming shops and cafes. Visit the ruins of St. Augustine's Abbey, or take a relaxing boat trip along the River Stour. And if you're a fan of literature, be sure to pop into the Canterbury Tales attraction. It's a fun and interactive way to experience the work of Geoffrey Chaucer, one of England's most famous writers. Next, we are off to Portsmouth, historic docks and naval adventures ahoy, mateys. We're setting sail for Portsmouth, a city with a rich maritime history. Prepare to be wowed by the historic dockyard, home to some of Britain's most iconic ships. First up, you have to see HMS Victory, Admiral Nelson's flagship. Step aboard and imagine life for the sailors. Next, check out the Mary Rose, a Tudor warship raised from the seabed. And for modern naval power, visit HMS Warrior, a Victorian ironclad. We're now heading towards Winchester, legends of Arthur and architectural wonders. Our next stop takes us to Winchester, a city steeped in legend and history. Prepare to be enchanted by its charming streets, historic buildings, and of course the legend of King Arthur. Winchester Cathedral is a must-see. It's one of the largest cathedrals in England, and its stunning architecture, intricate carvings, and peaceful atmosphere will leave you in awe. Be sure to visit the Winchester Bible, one of the finest surviving examples of an illuminated manuscript. Next, head to the Great Hall, all that remains of Winchester Castle. Here, you can see the legendary King Arthur's Round Table, a symbol of chivalry and adventure. Whether it's the real deal or not is up for debate, but it's still pretty cool to see. And for a taste of Winchester's literary side, visit the house where Jane Austen, the beloved author of Pride and Prejudice, spent her final days. It's now a museum dedicated to her life and work. Our next stop is Rye cobbled streets and medieval charm. Get ready to fall in love with Rye, one of the most charming towns in southeast England. This picturesque town is like stepping back in time, with its cobbled streets, half-timbered houses and quaint shops. Start your exploration at the top of the hill, where you'll find St Mary's Church, a beautiful medieval church with stunning views over the town and surrounding countryside. Be sure to climb the tower for the best views. Next, wander through the cobbled streets, popping into the independent shops and art galleries. Rye is a haven for artists and craftspeople, so you're sure to find some unique souvenirs to take home. And if you're a history buff, be sure to visit Ypres Tower, a 14th century tower that was once part of Rye's defences. It now houses a museum dedicated to the town's history. Next, we're hopping over to the Isle of Wight, a beautiful island located just off the coast of Hampshire. Known for its stunning beaches, dramatic cliffs, and charming seaside towns, the Isle of Wight is the perfect place to escape and relax. No trip to the Isle of Wight is complete without a visit to the Needles, a row of 3 distinctive chalk stacks that rise majestically from the sea. You can take a boat trip around them, admire them from the cliff tops, or even ride on the chairlift for breathtaking views. For a taste of Victorian seaside charm, head to Shanklin with its sandy beach, colourful beach huts and traditional pier. Or visit Ventnor, known for its mild climate, botanic gardens and elegant architecture. And if you're a fan of dinosaurs, be sure to check out the dinosaur footprints at Compton Bay. It's amazing to think that these giant creatures once roamed this land. Get ready to escape into nature as we venture into the New Forest National Park, a vast expanse of ancient woodland, heathland, and picturesque villages. It's the perfect place to reconnect with nature and enjoy some peace and quiet. One of the highlights of the New Forest is the chance to see the famous New Forest ponies. These semi-wild ponies roam freely throughout the park, and it's a magical experience to encounter them grazing in the forest or crossing the road. For stunning views, head to the top of Piper's Waite, a hilltop offering panoramic vistas of the forest. Or take a walk along the Bowlier River, where you might spot otters, kingfishers and other wildlife. And if you're feeling adventurous, hire a bike and explore the many cycle paths that crisscross the park. Just be sure to watch out for those ponies. Our final stop takes us to Henley-on-Thames, a quintessentially English town located on the banks of the River Thames. Known for its picturesque riverside setting, historic buildings, and of course the annual Henley Royal Regatta, Henley is a feast for the senses. Take a stroll along the riverbank, admiring the elegant Georgian houses and the colourful boats bobbing on the water. Visit the Henley Bridge, a beautiful stone bridge that has spanned the river for centuries. For a taste of Henley's sporting heritage, visit the River and Rowing Museum, which tells the story of rowing and the famous Henley Royal Regatta. Or time your visit to coincide with the regatta itself, a world-renowned rowing event that takes place every summer. And if you're feeling peckish, Henley has a fantastic selection of pubs and restaurants, many with outdoor seating overlooking the river. Enjoy a leisurely lunch or a romantic dinner while soaking up the charming atmosphere. So there you have it, my top 10 must-visit places in southeast England. I hope this video has inspired you to add a few of these amazing destinations to your travel bucket list. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up and subscribe to my channel for more travel adventures. And be sure to let me know in the comments below what your favorite places in Southeast England are. I'm always looking for new places to explore. Thanks for watching, everyone, and happy travels.